Today, we're diving into a story from 1977. It's Moscow. It's the Cold War at its peak. And our main character is Martha Peterson. She was a CIA officer stationed there.
And she was involved in some seriously high-level stuff, like passing secrets to a Soviet double agent codenamed Trigon.
Now, before we go any further, for anyone who isn't familiar, can you quickly explain what exactly a double agent is and why Trigon was so important?
Yeah, so a double agent, they're basically working for both sides. They're pretending to be loyal to one country while secretly passing intel to another. Trigon, in this case, was working for the Soviets, but he was actually feeding information back to the CIA.
Oh, so a double agent is a spy pretending to be a spy for the enemy.
Huh.
So why was Trigon so valuable?
Well, his information was pure gold, seriously. Think troop movements, Soviet military tech, even plans for a new missile.
Wow. Okay, so this intel must have been pretty high impact then.
Yeah, it was. It allowed the West to develop countermeasures, basically shifting the balance in the arms race.
So back to Martha. She was the one responsible for making contact with Trigon and getting that information back to the CIA.
Exactly. And she was using the classic dead drop method.
Oh, this is the super spy stuff I was talking about. Okay, so how did this dead drop thing work? And what made it so risky?
Basically, it's like a clandestine exchange point. Martha would leave a package hidden somewhere, and only Trigon would know where to find it.
So like in a hollowed out book in a specific library or something.
Maybe, it had to be somewhere public, but also completely inconspicuous, and the risk was constant. She could have been followed at any time, caught by the KGB.
Yeah. And what would have happened if she had been caught?
Oh, the consequences would have been dire. Prison, interrogation, you name it. The Soviets weren't known for their leniency.
Especially during the Cold War.
Right. So the stakes were incredibly high.
I read that Martha was actually captured during one of these drops, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So what happened?
Well, it turns out the package she was using to exchange the intel was, it was a hollowed out rock.
A rock.
Really?
Yeah, sounds strange, right? But it actually contained a camera and coded messages. Kind of ingenious, in a way.
Yeah, that's thinking outside the box for sure. Like, how do you even come up with that?
I guess that's why they were the best.
So how did they catch her then?
They ambushed her at the drop site, found the rock, the camera, everything.
She must have been terrified.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
So they arrested her.
They did. Took her in for interrogation.
So what happened during the interrogation? Like, what kind of tactics would the KGB have used? Well, the KGB were known for their, let's just say, persuasive methods. Sleep deprivation, threats, maybe even fabricated evidence. They were experts at psychological pressure.
No. She didn't break.
No, she held strong, denied everything, maintained her cover. It's a testament to her training and, frankly, her incredible courage.
So how did she get out? They didn't just let her go, did they?
No, of course not. They ended up expelling her from the Soviet Union. It was pretty common during the Cold War, a way to de-escalate situations and avoid larger international incidents.
And that was it. End of story.
Yeah, pretty much. She was sent back to the U.S.
It's amazing how this whole mission, despite her capture, is still considered a success.
And that's because of the intelligence Trigon provided before Martha was caught. Remember that new Soviet missile?
Yeah.
Well, it was Trigon's intel that gave the West the upper hand. So, in the grand scheme of things, Martha's mission achieved its goal.
It's incredible, isn't it? This one woman, risking her life in the shadows, had such a huge impact on global events. I guess that's what's so captivating about Cold War espionage. It's a world of secrets, danger, and these individuals who are willing to do whatever it took.
Yeah. Makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. It makes you wonder, with all the technology we have today, facial recognition, digital surveillance, could someone like Martha Peterson operate so successfully in today's world? It's a whole different ballgame. Something to think about. Anyway, folks, that's our deep dive for today. As always, keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.